Am I the a-hole for letting my friend struggle with her newborn baby? I, female 31, have a friend 32, let's call her Laura. We've been friends since elementary school, but our relationship had a few rough patches. We're close, but she can be a little self-centered and callous. I know it's rooted in childhood trauma and it's not intentional. She suffers the most from constantly driving people away, but sometimes it's still hard to stay by her side. Laura had a one-night stand and got pregnant. I told her it would be irresponsible to be a single mom when she can barely support herself, but she's decided to keep it anyway. So now she has a 2-month-old daughter, Mia. She had to quit her job halfway through the pregnancy because it was harder than expected and obviously can't go back in the near future. She also depleted her savings and now her only income is childcare benefit and monthly allowance from her parents until she can get a job. But it's not enough to cover her expenses. Last week, she came up with the idea that they could move into my guest room. She thinks it'd be perfect because I own the apartment, so there's no rent. We can split bills and groceries. I can watch the baby when Laura's tired, and she can help out with chores while I'm working. I said no and couldn't even explain why because she immediately started screaming about how I'm a selfish, heartless AH. How can I be so cruel and cold? And that I don't understand what she's going through. I tried to tell her to move back home because I know Laura's mom already offered it, but she called me a AH again because as a mother, she can't live with her parents. Even though she can be a bit entitled, it's never been this bad. So her behavior came as a surprise. I gave her a few days to calm down. Then I called to explain that while I love them both, I can't take them in. I've already helped Laura buy newborn essentials, and I told her I can help cleaning or cooking so she can have some rest, but I can't do anything more. I've recently been diagnosed with panic disorder. I'm at the end of my rope, and I'm clearly not in the mental or emotional state to basically adopt a family. Yes, you got this. Don't do that. She started crying and said that she's disappointed in me because I have no idea what it means to be a mother. And I don't even try to understand her situation. Then she told me she's not sure anymore if they even need me in their life. You know what? Maybe they don't. Maybe it's time for you to move on, especially if you say, and she's getting worse and you have your own self that you need to think about. And somebody acts like you owe them something. They're entitled to you helping care for them and their child. Like, that's not how life works. I feel guilty and terrible for not being able to do more for them, especially for Mia, who doesn't deserve to grow up like this. And I know Laura needs help because being a single mother is terrifying, but I can't do more. I can't do more. She says a real friend wouldn't put herself first. But if I don't put myself first now, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to recover from this disorder. But maybe she's right, and I'm just being a selfish a-hole now. Am I the a-hole? No. You are not. Laura is being the selfish AH. It is not you. You are doing exactly what you should be doing. You focus on you. Let Laura figure it out and get it together. It is her decision. She made the decision. She had a child. That had nothing to do with you. And don't let her make it about you like you owe her something. She's being a really, really not a good friend. And I would let her go and cut her off because she's only going to get in the way of you trying to improve. It sounds like she's doing that already so far. And who could put something so heavy on another person? Like, that's entirely too much. And for you to try to do anything at all is big of you already. And for you to feel bad and for you to say like, I can't do more, I just can't. It's like I could tell that you want to do more, but like you said, you can't. And there's nothing you could do about that. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel anything. Feel good about you looking out and thinking about yourself. Because that's what you're supposed to do, especially in times like this. Sometimes you could think about others, but this is not a time. This is the time for you to think about yourself. Like you said, you don't know what like if you don't, then what? So you take care of yourself and let Laura take care of herself. And y'all, this friendship might just be over. You might really need to consider letting Laura go, especially if she's doing this. I would let her go. Let's read a comment real quick. Not the a-hole. Laura has a consequence and now wants to freeload off of you. You might be dodging a bullet if she cuts you off. Exactly. Let Laura go. Let's see. Yep, that was a preview of her true behavior. Be thankful you saw that before you agreed to let her move in. You can be a supportive friend without letting her move in and walk all over you. If that's not good enough for her, then it's her loss and not yours, not the a-hole. Exactly. And then the fact that she has the help, like you could get help from your mother, somebody who's willing and able to help you. But instead you want it because you're a parent, you can't go back and live with your parent. You not in the type of situation to obviously decide that, Laura. So you go ahead and let Laura do her thing. And you do what you got to do to take care of yourself. And I truly wish you the best. Okay? So you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments. And until next time.